Mohawk College Cooperative Education students currently utilize the ePortfolio to reflect upon learning when they are on a co-op work term. Students are introduced to the ePortfolio in the co-op preparation class, which is 5 weeks in duration for 2 hours per week. The students create what is termed an ePortfolio work term presentation. However, I will shorten this to EP for the purposes of this presentation. What is an EP? An EP offers students the opportunity to organize their digital artifacts, documents, videos, pictures that illustrate their educational and occupational history, and can also include information pertaining to personal interests and volunteer work. An example of an artifact is an evaluation from a professor or a scanned copy of a diploma or certificate. An EP is a snapshot or a sampling of those artifacts that have been organized and directed to a specific audience. The EP takes advantage of the ePortfolio tool in B2L, the college's learning management system, and enables students to create a presentation showcasing critical work term information such as weekly on-the-job responsibilities and accomplishments, as well as employer evaluations. This work allows students to reflect on their learning, utilizing the institutional learning outcomes as the framework that guides and informs the experiential learning process. But the impact of EPs goes beyond earning a co-op credit. It is a powerful tool in the job search process. It shows employers that students are technologically capable and organizes documentation for a professional presentation of why students are the best fit for the job. It can also be of assistance should students wish to pursue additional education when they are applying to university or college. Essentially, ePortfolios are a digital testament to the skills students have obtained to date, including the essential employability skills outlined by the Ministry of Advanced Education and Skills Development, or MASD for short, and include communication, numeracy, information management, interpersonal communication, and self-management skills. Mohawk College's institutional learning outcomes, or ILOs, and EPs are intrinsically linked, as they were created with a view to MASD's essential employability skills and include communication, collaboration, critical thinking, continuous learning, and responsible citizenship. We are using EPs to measure students' achievements and demonstrations of Mohawk's institutional learning outcomes. Therefore, students are asked to reflect upon these ILOs when contemplating their technical and soft skills being demonstrated during each co-op work term. The grade allocation for a co-op work term is pass or fail. Students receive a failure if they are dismissed from a co-op position with just cause or fail to submit the EP. Students are required to obtain 420 hours of work plus submit the EP for a co-op credit, and it must be submitted after each 4-month work term, even if they remain with the same employer for multiple terms. Documentation that must be included in the EP is weekly activity and reflection logs, an interim evaluation, a final evaluation, student feedback questions, and an updated resume. Activity and reflection logs are a weekly overview of skills learned, reflecting upon work term progress using the ILOs as a reference point. Students are asked to identify one or more of the ILOs for their learning for that week and elaborate on why they made those selections. An interim evaluation is presented to the co-op supervisor at week 5 and a final at week 14 to 16. The evaluations are identical. Student skill areas are assessed on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. The evaluation asks for feedback in regards to 15 performance areas, from interest in work to overall performance. General questions pertaining to proper safety training and career relevance are posed in the student feedback section. The EP evolves as the terms progress, and students are able to access them throughout their program at the college and, if they so choose, beyond graduation. The EP acts as a storehouse for any certifications they might have obtained while on their work terms, as well as letters of reference and any other job-related documentation they may have accumulated. Students are also encouraged to upload pictures or videos with employer permission of any projects they have been working on. The ePortfolio provides students with the technology to present their work term accomplishments in a professional format that is transportable, shareable, and a repository for their job search documentation and occupational accomplishments to date. Completed ePortfolios provide students with a sense of pride for the work they have done and the skills they have learned, and cultivate a renewed sense of confidence for the exciting future for which they are about to embark upon as the journey into their chosen career begins to take flight.